angels, welcome once again to my channel. This is Evangel Anyanwu. How has it been? Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't know why you came, maybe the title or the thumbnail, or you just love to watch me. I don't know what your situation is. Maybe you have somebody who really needs to get this video. Please share. I mean, even before you continue to watch, just take a minute and share. Take a minute to like. It will help my algorithm. It will help YouTube to circulate the video, because a lot of people need to see this particular video. Now, why am I talking about admissions in Australia? I'm talking about it because I am very much experienced in this field, having applied to a whole lot of schools in Australia for masters and for PhD. And I've been admitted to 2 schools in Australia, one with partial funding and one without funding, and both courses are research. So if this is what you want to hear, you want to know how to gain admission in an Australian university without the help of an agent, you want to do it yourself without paying any agents, please sit back and listen to me. I'm going to give you all the tips that you need to get the supervisor that you need if you're going for research, or to get the admission you need if you're not going for research. So Australia is one particular country I am really in love with. I've always wanted to travel to Australia. I've always wanted to live in Australia, because I feel it is not as hustling and bustling like US or even Nigeria, my country. I feel there is a whole lot of opportunities for people there, and it's a good place to raise your kids. It's very family oriented, and these are the reasons why I decided to pursue an academic career in Australia. So the first thing I did was to know exactly what course I want to do. Before you start even any application, you should be able to know the course you want to do. Now, before you start checking for courses, if your aim is to just go and study and come back, then it's okay. But if your aim is to study and as well immigrate in Australia, you have to pay serious attention to what I'm about to say. Why choosing your course and why choosing your school? Because these two things they can make or mar you. I've seen people who started a particular course, midway they had to change to another course, because at the time they started, they didn't know that their course is no longer on the list for skilled workers, and by the time they realized it, they've spent a whole lot of money. And I've also seen people who have done like 3 masters because they just want to get into the skill that will help them qualify for the immigration score. Now, the first thing you do if you're actually going for research, this is for those who want fully funded or partially funded schools or courses. First of all, go to the university's website. Some universities will not even allow you start your application if you're not from an agent, while some will allow you pursue your application, but you just need to indicate that you're going to be doing it by yourself without any agents. Like I said, first things first, you need to start emailing your professor or your potential supervisors. This is where the work is. You need to start emailing them, and before you email any professor or any potential supervisor, you need to read some of their articles and know if it aligns with your career goal or your study goal or your research idea or research field. If it actually aligns with your research field, then you can email them. I'm going to make another video, totally dedicated to how you can email a professor and they will respond to you one hand, whether it's a positive or a negative response. The aim of all this is for you to get the attention of these professors. Now, by the time you email your professor, if you get a positive response, they will tell you to go ahead and apply, and they're going to be giving you a letter of support that they are actually aware that you're going to be applying. In most cases, you're going to be getting some sort of scholarship, if not full scholarship. So on the university's website, you're going to be going through it to check if there's any scholarship that is tailored to you. So many universities have different kinds of scholarship you can actually apply. To these scholarships. Some of them are course dependent, some of them are departmental, some of them are within the college you're going to, some of them are within the school you're going to, some of them are actually country specific. For instance, if you're from China, you could have a specific scholarship for students from China. If you're from Nigeria or you're from Africa, you can actually see specific scholarships that are tailored to students coming from such regions, and it has to do with the kind of research you're going to be doing. For instance, when I was applying, there was this research. I applied to Western Sydney University. There is this research that was tailored to equality, gender equality. So, and my supervisor pointed it out, my potential supervisor who agreed to supervise my work, she pointed it out to me and gave me the link to the scholarship. I should as well apply for such scholarship. That is a very good, to give me a very good heads up. So this is how you get the scholarship. If you apply and you get it, that is a very big one for you. And even if you don't get it, there are other scholarships that may align with your field of interest or your research interest, and you will definitely apply for them. Now, there are scholarships that you don't even need to apply to. All you need to do is just apply to the university, and once you're admitted, automatically that scholarship will be awarded to you as an international student. So, having said that, before you even get an admission, I think this is a very recent thing they started. I could remember one of my friends who actually started her studies years back said there was nothing like that before admission, but you actually get to do that after admission while you're trying to apply for your visa. So this is the GTE, Genuine Temporary Entrance. Is a form that you have to fill, and you have to make sure that you are qualified for the GTE. The school will give you admission based on your qualification for this GTE. One, based on your qualification for the admission, that is the requirements to be admitted by the college, by the school, and probably by the departments you're going to. Now, if you actually qualify for all these three, then you will get your admission offer. Your admission offer will state all that you need to know. It will state the course you're going to be doing, the supervisor. If it's a research course, it's going to state your supervisor, your primary supervisor, and other supervisors. And it's going to state how much you're going to be paying. It's going to state how the duration of the study and everything that you need to know. For the GTE, I'm going to be filling that form online, live on this channel, if you really want me to. So if you want me to fill the form, the GTE form, please leave it in the comment section and I will definitely do that. And if you want me to, write an email to a professor with you guys, a live email to a professor, also leave it in the comment section and I will be doing that. If you have not subscribed, please take that time to subscribe right now. Like, it will help this video to get to as many people as possible. And then comment, let me get to hear from you. Please, if you're applying to any school in Australia, tell me what stage you are right now and tell me your challenges. I may be of help. If I can't, I may link you with somebody who can actually help you, if that is your priority. So, by the time you get your admission offer, that is when you start making preparation to apply for your visa. Applying for visa is a totally different video as well. So I'm going to be making that video, all the documents that you need and how you are going to, write your SOP. If it's possible, I will also tell you what is inside my SOP. What I wrote for my SOP, how you're going to write your SOP so that, it will get the attention of whoever that is going to read it. For me, I prefer to be original. A lot of people go online and copy what others have written and just submit it. I like to tailor everything to my own personal situation, and this is what I'm going to be telling you how to do it. It is not a difficult one, but a lot of people feel it is. It is not. I'm going to be telling you how I wrote an 8-page SOP. That is personal statement or statements of purpose or whatever you may call it. So I'm going to be telling you how I wrote that. One, you will need it for your admission, and you will also need it for your visa application. So this is the first aspect of the video for those who are applying to schools in Australia. If this is your thing, please make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be putting out a whole lot of video on my process, how I apply to all the Australian universities without the help of an agent. And I will also tell you my experiences with some agents, the not so good experiences and the very good experiences. So I'm going to be telling you all this so that you will learn from my mistakes and also learn from my strengths, because I can't tell you it was all mistakes. No, there were places I won, and I'm happy I did those things by myself. So if this is your interest, if this interests you, if this is the kind of content you want to be seeing, please make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me get to hear what you have to say, and I will see you in my next. Thank you and bye.